If you say I'm wrong, then I'll say no. You know what to do. If you know, you know. And once we're up to 100, we know what's next. Exactly. So, mods, if you can please put it in the comments. This is your back cave call. Then I will wait. If you say it's wrong, will obey my own way. And when you are in the back cave, feel free to put a comment. Let me know you're there. I trust spirit. Once our number gets to, I'd like to get to 100 in the back cave, and we can head over to the back cave, to the back cave, hold space, say hello, hang tight, get some water, put on an invitation for your loved ones to come and join us. Let them come and hang out with us. We're having a hangout, and you guys are invited. And once the number of folks get to 100, we'll be hanging out in the back cave together. So this is friends. If you don't know what to do, please make sure you're following the moderator's advice. I know the white doesn't show up that well, does it? So do I need to put a different background, you guys? Use my shirt. There we go. Problem is the white background. Hi, my friends. Okay, we're at 37 friends. So once we get to 100 friends, we will open up the back cave. Or at least even, you know me, you guys. I want like an angel number. I'll take 77, 66, 55. But let's do it. Let's hang out together. Hi, everyone. Welcome in, my friends. Hi, everybody. So we're hanging out together. You've got the bat symbol right now. That means you know what to do. If you don't know what to do, then you just check in with the moderators and you know where to hang out. This gives us the option to have a recording of our hangout. So you know what to do. Just follow your moderator's lead. It's already happening. So if you have, then you know where to go. Whenever you see this behind me, that's your symbol. Head to the bat cave. Head to the bat cave. Nice. We're all here. We did this. I got set up. The audio's working, right? My friends, heading over. We're up to 46 friends. I want at least an angel number. I'd like to hang out until we get to 100. We have 72 friends over here. This number should be dwindling down, and we should be going up in our other room. So welcome in, everyone. Inviting your friends. Put out your alerts. Make sure you're liking this live. You can go out of the live, hit the thumbs up, and then come back in. But more importantly, open your heart. That's the biggest thing. Opening your heart to friends. Look at where you're headed. Follow the moderator's leads. This is where they'll be, because they're recorded. So this is the biggest reason why we have the Batcave option, so that if your loved one comes through, you can rewatch it, or you can show it to a friend if it's a friend that's come through, and now you have an actual recording. And that's why it's important to me to provide this option. Otherwise, when it's in ticky-tacky land, the issue is when it's gone, because I am not able to repost. So there's 71 friends in this room, and we're moving up to, once we get to 100, we're going to sneak over. So follow the moderator's leads. Thank you, Rose. Thank you, friends. Hanging out, say hello to each other. And again, no personal details about your loved ones in the chat. I know we're all regulars. Most of us know that, but just in case, no details about yourself or your loved one. That's Spirit's job. Oh, yeah, I can. I thought Jen Bun was a mod. No? Jen Bun. Really? Jenny Bunny? Oh, you are a mod, ma'am. Ma'am, you are modding. I don't see you on here, though. Where are you at, Jen? Where are you at? Jen might already booped over, but yes, I can, for sure. But Jen, if you already booped over, can you come back over into the live and be like, hey, I'm here. If you're here, but we're friends, we're up to 70. Once we're up to 100, we know what we're doing. So follow the moderator's lead. They'll tell you exactly what to do. Yes, you go to the bat cave, to the tube that is you. Okay, Jenny, you're here. Say hi, and I will mod you. Jimmy, where you at? Say hello. All right, love bug. Here we go. Oh, here you go. Bam. Confirmed. Which means I can't mute you, though. So I don't know. I'm a little upset about this, you guys. All right, we're at 67 friends. So we went down a little bit. But once we get to 100 in the room, make sure you know where to find for the readings, my friends. Hugs, love. Hugs, Jenny. Really. Cecilia is a great, oh yeah, where's she at? I do have a couple friends haven't been active as a mod, and I will politely open up a couple spots if it'll let me. Is Cecilia here? Yes. So what you're doing is mods, if you'll pin your comment, we're heading over to the Bat Cave. We're at 73 friends. We're getting up to 100. Hi, I saw you in here in Heaven's Room. Oh, well, welcome over here, my friends. You're following the moderator's lead right now. This is what we're doing. So you're following moderator's leads, my friends, so that you can see live mediumship that is free, and it allows you to see the recording. So thank you everybody who's hanging out here for a second. Sorry for the repeat. And I tried to do the edit where I edit out this part where I have the Bat Cave opening up, and it just kept toggling the whole time, and I ended up not being able to pull it out. So I'll try to make some type of symbol that shows you guys we're done with this part and you want to fast forward. But what's really neat is that in the Bat Cave, it allows us the opportunity to fast forward and rewind on a live. It also allows you to review the footage, even if you're late to entry. You can live time, which is really neat. I love that. And then yeah, and it's there forever. So if you want to rewatch it, hang out with your loved one. I can say with the embarrassment, we're at 85. So once we're at 100, we'll be shutting down and we're heading in, starting our readings. I can't say with embarrassment when one of you guys I love you, you're like, yay, I can watch you on the big screen, Hannah. No, you don't want to do that. They don't have the filters on the tube that is on the Tiki Tacky. But whatever brings you joy. I love you guys. In the meantime, you're in the room and you're hanging out and you're just bringing in love. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you guys were here together. Hannah Cave, exactly. So joining everybody, joining over. We are at 85. We've only got like 15 more slots. Look, I can't do math. 15 more slots. And then I will be saying, I love you. And you know what to do. So you're also subscribing. Make sure you're subscribing so you get the little notification. The name's same there. Yes, it's the Huggable Healer. It currently has about 788 subscribers is where you'd be at. And then you go see a live. I love it. I'll see you guys there. Oh, I love you guys. Little heart. Thank you, friends. So how are we doing? We're at 86 friends. We're hanging out. Trying to get I'll get close to 100. I'm willing to pull back prior. I don't have you guys sit here for like 20 minutes, but I want to give people a chance. If the live's opening up, the numbers should be going down on the Tiki Tacky. Oh, I got a flomp. Sorry, I'm just excited when I get a flomp. You guys know when I get the flomps. I'm like, yes, spirit. And the spirit's like, just go live and let's go. And it maybe it's time to, I'm letting spirit take the lead, but I just got the big chest. I love that. So we're headed over to the tube that is you. Follow the moderator's advice. And oh, we're at 94. Okay, we're 6 people away. And then the Tiki Tacky, we send love on the Tiki Tacky land. And then we head over and we start. I love that. The font, you guys. I love this. I love this. I love this. So this is the opportunity to sit and watch a live demonstration mediumship reading. I don't charge. I don't want anything from you. I just want to show you the evidence of loved ones. But there's less manic energy when we get to have the demonstration mediumship over here. You can see the name. It won't even let me like show you guys, like, but it's right there. You head over here to this channel and this gives you that opportunity. So follow the lead of the moderators. How we did it. We broke the 100 mark. I got the flomp. We broke the 100 mark. Hi, friends. So if you're not already following me on the tube, that is you. This is your chance. If you happened in the room right now, but I'm shutting down this room and we're heading over. So I love you guys. 5, I love you. I love you. 4, I love you. Love you. You're following this channel over here, and I'll see you there. 3, I love you. Love you. 2, I love you. Love you. 1, I love you. Love you. This is your chance to head over, but I'm closing out this live. I love you guys. Take care. I'll see you on the flip side, if that's what you say, in the Bat Cave. Didn't want to make you guys wait that long. 107 friends. Hi, guys. And I got the flomp. So I love it where Spirit's like, let's go. How is everybody? Is anyone new here? Is anyone like, I've never been here before? What are we doing? Because I should at least do a quick introduction. I only have to do it once. I only have to do it once. And I don't have to control the manicness of the room. And I can just lean into spirit. So I love this. So thank you guys for joining me here. Thank you for opening your hearts to your loved ones. So let me just give a quick hello in case you're brand new. Hi, my name's Hannah. I'm an evidential medium that likes to pop on social media and show you without a shadow of a doubt that your loved ones are around, and they love to come through and bring hopeful, healing, evidential evidence, ungoogleable evidence, because I don't know how anyone is in this room unless, they're my moderators or the regulars on here, but I don't know you. I don't know anything about anybody. So it's great. I don't know who's coming on the live. That's why we start on one platform and move over here. So it's totally spirit-led. You just show up and we invite your loved ones in. And my request is this: hi, take a breath. You were meant to be here, but relax. Come in with healthy skepticism, come in with discernment, but take a deep breath, take your hands to your heart, and just give yourself the biggest hug and love, because that's all mediumship is the opportunity for me to bring that love as close to you as I can from your loved ones. So we're building a bridge, okay? You're here, your loved one's here, and I'm right in the middle, and I'm just trying to do this. But in the neutralist space possible, I'm just bringing hands together, and I'm like, let's do this. And I say it as a prayer, and a prayer is setting intentions. I set intentions out, and that's basically what it is, regardless of what you believe. I say, open the eyes of my heart so I can see you. Open the ears of my heart so I can hear you. Open my mind's eyes so I can see and know the messages that you want to bring through, and help me stay neutral, help me stay relaxed and calm, but also in a space of receptivity to your message. And if my energy goes up, it's matching yours. And I ask the spirit world to bring their energy down, and we connect in that vibration, and we hang tight, and I can bring through anything and everything they want to share. I may not step on spirit's toes and step out in front of spirit. This is not about me. I am just the messenger. This is just about me stepping back and letting spirit be as amazing as spirit is. And I just get to be the delivery person. And it comes from a very humble, appreciative space. And I'm always amazed. And I just thank you for this opportunity every single time. And I just ask to have a discernment of individual spirits coming through, and just continuing to build this bridge of connection so that folks can feel that they're okay and their loved ones are okay. I thank for this opportunity. So it is, so it shall be. And the reminder that even if your loved one doesn't come through, you're here because the healing message is for all of us. And that if someone else's loved one can come through, so can yours. This isn't some exclusionary activity, but certain spirits, I believe in divine timing, step forward first. And what happens is I'm spirit led. So your loved ones in spirit come forward. They give me a physical response, and then I move into the messages that they're bringing through and their facts and their information. And in the chat, all you're supposed to do is follow the moderator's leads. They're beautiful. They come over here and volunteer their time and energy. And I bring through details that if they resonate with you, you just put an emoji in the chat. No personal details. And this is for anyone who's watching this video as well, because they're not going to see your chat. Nobody's giving me or feeding me details about themselves. And once I lean into who the loved one is for, who the loved one in spirit is for, coming through for the person in sitter, the chat gets quiet, and only the person that I'm connecting with gives back details that validate the information I'm bringing through, and nothing above and beyond. So you stick to what I'm sharing from your loved ones. You don't want to overshare, because that then it looks like you're feeding the medium. So they say don't do that, or don't tell it before I do. But you can share about, because it helps us feel your loved one in the room. It helps reconnect you to your loved one. So you're sharing after I've presented it. And I'm going to give one quick example, because this was just, 2 nights ago. We were doing a live, and I don't think it was on the tube that was used, so it wasn't recorded, but it was on the Tiki Tacky. And that's right, I can say the words now that weren't here. So it was on TikTok. And a loved one said something, for example, it sounded like skunk or raccoon. And I was trying to figure out what I was seeing, what the critter was. And the person initially was like, I don't know. I don't understand that connection to them, but I'll think for a second, like, okay, I'll write it down. And so random piece of evidence, right? And then all of a sudden they went, aha, I remember it's a skunk. And I brought this skunk home because I wanted to hold it or hug it or something, you guys, if you remember the details. And we're all like, what? That is the most random piece of evidence. And then they came on the live this morning and said, and I have a picture of that. So I can share this because it's on a public demonstration. I just want you to know, for private readings, none of your information is ever shared. And if I share anything, it's broad stroke, because it's on a public forum. That's why I can share it. And we're all aghast when this happened this morning. It's like, I have a picture of me holding that skunk with this loved one. That's how intelligent spirit is. So all I have to do is get out of the way. And all you have to do is open your heart and hold space and an invitation. And that's it. But if you come in from desperation, I really want to check in with you on this. It can be hard and cloud your judgment. So it's fun to get excited. It's okay to have your emotions, like embrace and enjoy. But just breathe, even though I'm not, because I'm getting the introduction. Just breathe and let the information just do what it's supposed to do, which is supposed to bring you in a place of, wow, they're around and they do know what's going on. Sometimes they'll bring through evidence of current affairs and activities going on around you. They'll bring through dates, they'll bring through names or letters of names. They'll, loved ones you've maybe thought they never met. It's just amazing what they bring through. And every reading is different. Every spirit is different. And all you have to do is sit back and have discernment, but have an open heart and consider the information. And that's it. And what I say is, I don't say something your loved one doesn't say. And I would rather step away from a reading and be like, I don't have a loved one. Sorry. Thank you so much. I don't put it on you. It's my job as the reader to bring the information through. But I would rather do that. And if it doesn't land in the moment, and then later someone goes, aha, cool. Because that happens a lot too, where Easter eggs, I call them. Like after the moment, you're like, I had to go ask my mom's brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, niece for that information. And that's the loved one's like, aha, that's right. Because you didn't know that. Now you know that Hannah's not reading you. It's me coming through. So they do that. They'll throw curveballs, and we just have to be open to the information. But I'll never shove something down your throat and pretend like a loved one, you have to take what they're saying or said something they didn't say. My job is just to stay neutral. That was a long introduction, but I think it's so important because we do have new friends in the room. These videos are going out into the broadcast. And I just think it's that important to set the intentions, the stage, and the understanding. I hope that helps everybody. I hope this really helps and helps you guys feel like you have this openness in your heart. And you'll see me get up and down. I want to qualify that. You'll see my nose run. You'll see I get hot and cold, and it's having a physical response to your loved one's energy. And then I just do my best to understand what that response is. So if this makes sense to everybody, welcome. And I love you, and I appreciate you being here. That's all. Bye. Have a good day. That's the end. Where's the end button? And clear. But look, I'm going to walk away, because then if you want to rewatch this video, you'll be like, okay, we got through the introduction. Blah, 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 blah. When you rewatch the live, it can be when Hannah walked away and came back. So you won't have to rewatch the introduction again, because that's smart, right? Oh, I love you guys so much. I love you. I love you. I love you. And yes, let your loved ones in. Invite them in. So I'm going to walk away. I got the FWOMP. I know I have a loved one with me. And I think this is the loved one that initiated me coming on at 4:00. It was very specific about this time. So I thought that was fascinating for me. Yep, in my gut. So standing up, moving energy, relax. I love you. I love you. I love you. Hi. I love you. I love your loved ones, and I love you. And that's why I do this, because it's genuinely out of love. I love you. I love you. I love you. Reset the room. I love you. Follow the moderators. So only rule, follow the moderators. Well, the only rule for the chat. Love you guys. Okay, can you give me initial limit? What do you want to do? What's the relationship? The relationship. Back of the head, older male, S name. Okay, what else? Because I don't want to do this without you. I'd end the live and call it a day. So come closer to me, please. Papa, can you hear me? Is there something like that? Papa, can you? Okay, so this is someone's dad. Okay, here we go. All right, friends. Oh, you can hear me, huh? Sorry, guys. I'm looking your little ones in. Hear me walking and talking? Yeah, you're going to hear me walking and talking. Did you guys hear me though? Papa, can we hear me? I love that. And that's I love it. It's like the surrendering to spirit. So we have the Reiki Zen music on. I love it. I was tripping out like, oh, where is she? I'm here, you guys. That's good. I should totally keep you with you while I'm walking stairs. So the S name, the mail that came through, and then coming up the stairs was, Papa, can you hear me? What is that from? Papa, can you hear me? So my friends, what is that from? Don't tell me. Don't tell me that, by the way. But you'd have to understand that. Don't answer that, by the way, because I'm like, what is that from? But that's mental mind, and I want to keep my mental mind down. But there's something like, Papa, can you hear me? Yeah, so don't, guys, I love you. Let me talk to myself basically out loud, and you just put the blue hearts if it resonates. But there's something about that. So let me see what else he's showing me. And it's the back of, so I want to tell you, spiritual baseball for me. This man comes as an older gentleman. So the way they come in, and this is where he was making my head tingle before, and at the top of the crown of my head, which tells me he's older and he lived a longer life. He made it into his senior, older years, right here. Like, so he could have made it all the way to like a grandfather. Because okay, so what let you know is like if it's a contemporary, when someone comes in that you see eye to eye with, they come in here on my face. This is my agreement with spirit. If it's a child or younger when they pass, they come down my face. When it's your usually if it's somebody like a spouse, like a husband or wife, I feel them like on here, and then I get a parent, and this is going back on my forehead a bit. So this is, as I go further back, to me it's an older generation for me that way, and that's how I connect. This is just how I works for me. If I get no vibrating to me, but I get a feel or a pull, then I know there's somebody that you're connected with that are can be a friend of the family, extended family, or a friend or a coworker or someone you knew, because they kind of move out of my energy field, if that makes sense for you. But he's right here with me. Okay, I just heard that. All right. I believe, and I guess and that's a nice thing on YouTube. I don't have to edit my language as much. On 222, when this came up, I believe he was unalived. I guess I'll use the same language that I would use, because then I don't ever slip up on TikTok. But he was unalived. Does that mean by someone else or himself? I don't know. He was unalived. So this was done. This was not just a crossing. Okay, this wasn't just a crossing over. This was an unaliving. So I'm not. I don't have clarity of whether this was by someone else or by himself. But he said like unalived, older male who was who. And again, this isn't necessarily malice intent, right? It could be. I want to check in at this. It could be like, look, the accidents happen and people get unalived in accidents as well, right? Somebody causes somebody to be unalived. Is that where you're going with this? I'm like, okay, okay. Because that's what I'm like, I don't feel like you unalived yourself. You were unalived though. This individual was unalived. Whether intentional or unintentional, they were unalived. Okay, okay. If you hear me scribbling, it just helps me relax. As the energy builds up, you guys, it's kind of like, I don't know how to explain it to you, but you just get this like buildup of energy. And so it kind of helps if you just scribble or do something to allow the energy to come through without overthinking. So just give me a second here, real quick. And if I stem a little bit, that just helps me too. It helps me like work through the energy that I'm feeling. All right, show me can you bring that in again? Can you give me that feeling again that you just gave me so I can understand more of how you passed? Can you bring that in again? Okay, because it goes across. You know what's interesting, you guys? The way I feel it is it goes across like a line. The way I feel something is the way to describe it. Okay, that is interesting. Every reading's different. There's a line that's going across my chest right now. Like the lines on my paper, but this is what I'm feeling across like this. So that's what I'm feeling. Take as long or as slow as you need. However you want to bring it in, I'm here. Can you bring that back to me again? You just showed me something. Okay. Is that the person you're reaching out to or somebody with you? Okay. I'm seeing my finger's vibrating for some reason. I just point everything. My left pinky is vibrating a lot right now. I'm seeing what looks like a blonde female with him. I don't know if she's in spirit with him, if this is his partner. It feels like the hair, you guys, is I see curls in the hair. I'm seeing hairspray in her hair. I'm seeing her standing next to him. This is like a picture, I think I'm being shown of him with her. I'm feeling like the figure on him this is nice. He's like bringing through imagery. Thank you. I really appreciate this. I feel like I'm out somewhere, and this picture was taken of me, and it is the coloring of the photo. The background looks darker to me, but I see him on the left in my mind's eye, her on the right is the way it's showing to me. If I was looking at the picture in front of me, he's got a fuller dad bod figure for sure. She's shorter than him, has the blonde hair. I think the blonde is like Clairol kind of thing, right? Like it's something that's what it looks like in the picture to me. So either the lighting of the picture is made her hair like that whitish blonde color, or this is something she's opting. I feel like they both have a little extra weight on them. They carry their weight in their body and their build, and they're together in this photo. Again, if they're together, he's just not bringing her forward. He's the one stepping forward. What did you just say? If you're giving like a Deb name? Okay. Again, this could be a letter, a relationship, or connection to you as your name, or this is the female that, if it's Deb, if that's what I just heard, or it's a name that sounds similar to that. Again, I'm just doing my best to understand the name that I'm hearing. Could be a D name or Beb or Eb, Deb, something like that. Could be connected to you or her or the family, and you understand what is going on in here, you guys. Oh yeah, 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 right in here. What is that? Okay, right in here, my friends, right in here. Hi. Okay, that I felt. I had to get up and move that one. This is like must be a photo that you would have of the two of them together, so you know who I'm talking about. Something is going on in here. I have pain in here, so I need to talk about pain in here. Hi. So there's something right in here even. And that was a sharp pain right in here. That did not feel good. Oh my gosh, and now I'm getting dizzy. Okay. Was he injured or something, you guys? Hi, love. Okay. And I'm fine and they're fine, but they bring things through as evidence. And it's just when you physically get closer and closer to them, they'll bring in that. And it's okay. It's all good. But boy, you can feel it. You guys, I feel it in here though. Wow. It's like in here. And I'm like, whoa. And I feel so disoriented, you guys. I right now I feel like I'm like I feel like drunk and lightheaded and dizzy and completely out of it. Like like I'm just saying, like, that's what it feels. Disoriented is a better word than drunk. Like I just feel like I have no idea what's like going on, and I'm like, what is happening? Hi. And as I share it, it's nice as then they step back and they're like, hey, there's spirits are so kind and they're so sweet. They bring through the evidence and then they're like, hey, and then they come back and I love that and I appreciate that. Okay. This is like you're with her, but either you're with her in spirit or you're with her all the time. I still feel like I'm with her all the time. Okay. Whacker McGacker Miss Smack Rolls. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, just give me 10 seconds. My heart's going like 100 bajillion miles an hour, you guys. Like my actual heart. Like, okay. Okay. Something about Costa Rica or the coast. And getting up, sometimes what's neat is then I get a disconnect from you and them, and then I just heard something, and it sounded like the coast or Costa Rica coast. So it's either the coast or it's like Costa Rica. So I don't know, is this a picture of them being on a trip to Costa Rica? How cool would that be, by the way? Because I don't know. I know nothing until you all validate it. And I will move into the chat once they slow down in the comment with me. But sometimes I like to bring through another piece of evidence after something like that. So again, we're still sticking to the concrete evidence along with the abstract so that it's in the general to the specific. But there's something that was either coast or it felt like Costa Rica or something. That's where I was feeling. So if that's a trip or that picture they were on a trip or something, or they would understand in that connection or something that sounds like that. I feel like that's a key piece of evidence in here. So there's something in there with that. And that's like wanting to bring that to me. So if they were traveling or on a trip or something, and you understand something in connection with that, if that helps bring down who this is for or what the connection is. And what I say is Spirit's amazing. And it's just me doing my best to interpret what they bring through. So I will always say it's my job to do the best to interpret it and bring it as they're presenting it. So you have to be able to take like 80 to 90% of it or understand where they're headed with it. And doing my best to interpret what they're bringing in. But don't make something fit. You have to understand that, like, you understand where they're going. Is she with him? She's with him in spirit, isn't she? Because the back of my head was just touched. She hasn't said anything. Or there's a female with him, but she touched the back of my head as well. Don't answer that question. I'm asking this rhetorically, but you guys, I just got the itchy scratchies in the back of my head. So is she actually with him in spirit? Or you would understand a female that's also in spirit with him that would be in that? Okay, you'll have to let me know. Inquiring minds want to know. And I want him to tell me. I feel like yes. This is a yes. There's a female in spirit with him that looks like this. Is they're together? That's what I'm leaning towards. If I'm wrong, I'm more than willing to be wrong, but that's what I'm leaning towards. Because why would the back of my head be tingling, right? Oh, the vibrating energy, you guys, is so big in me right now. It's so big. And if that would make sense too, if there's two spirits, that would be even like my legs feel so weak. Like I feel like I'm walking on like the most nervous energy legs I could have. Like if you've ever been like you've ever had something jump scare you and then your legs are like that's the way my legs feel right now. They feel very gummy. So I don't know if that's connected to them, her, him, or that's just the way their energy is coming through to me. But I just want you to know that like my legs feel like they don't feel stable at all. They feel very insecure. That could either just be the energy or that's some connection. So I just want to make sure I always try to do my best to describe what's going on in full detail. And the heart, I don't know which one of them had anxiety because this feels like anxiousness, anxiety, or there's a connection to anxiety as well. Because that's what it feels. So much anxiety. It could be you, but that could be they're saying about you, but I just want to make sure I'm clarifying that. Okay. And it's pulling back the energy. So that's how I know to go into the chat. So I'm just going to ask your loved one to create the flump and tell me who they're with. Who are you with, my love? Who is spirit with? And thank you everybody who's hanging tight this long. We have 111 in the room. I love an angel number any day, all day of the week. I love spirit. Let's see who your understanding is. And I really, 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 really am like, can you bring me close spirit to who we're with? Who stands out? Whose hearts are, and again, the great part is you guys know to follow the chat. You don't have to put any more hearts, which is so nice. I'm not on ticky-tacky land and having to drill through. Okay, really? That's interesting. Okay, so there's a name that's standing out to me. Now, the way this works, in case you're new, if I don't get more information, that's how I know I'm not connected to you personally. Doesn't mean your loved one's not around. But if I don't get more details, I know that I'm not landing the reading and then I go back into the chat. But I feel pulled to Jolene Jolene, let's just say that. Jolene, can you tell me how this is resonating with you? What the facts I know that was a lot and I'm sorry. Our facts are that's the other thing when loved ones are coming through and you're trying to have a regular conversation. Basically impossible. Can you tell me how this is resonating with you? Sticking to what I've shared. And the nice part is we don't have to wait for people to slow down the chat and you can type how this is resonating with you. And just excuse me if I flitter and flatter, it's because I'm holding the vibe and the energy. and my nose starts to tickle. It's just the way it works when I'm working with spirit. It's so I'm not having any type of thing. It's just the way it is when you're working with the energy. My uncle passed from a heart. Okay. Okay. But this was okay. This feels like an unaliving though. His wife had blonde hair. Okay. All right. Oh, thank you, Miss J. You guys are awesome. All right. Why does this feel like it? He mentioned unalive. Was she? Because I want to understand. Unless I'm the first one to say. Do you understand though about being unalived? Like, what was the connection there? Unless, look, and if I read that wrong, but I felt like I was unalived. Unless it was. So that's where I'm feeling confusion. Let me see if more comes through though. That you could was he okay? So in case, because then this will validate to me in case I just got that part wrong, and then I have to pull back and go, okay, was he into some type of work that was either like a steel mill or a mill work, or did some type of work like that? Was he in that type of work? Because if not, Jolene, I don't think I'm with you. Because there's something about that just came in right now. So this would be something connected to him. Thank you, everyone. Back in my head. So there's something connected to this. Would you be able to take or understand that? Okay, Jolene, then let me pull back into the chat. I appreciate you and love you. But there's something about that. There's something. So I want to add that. And so if you were in the chat right now and that extra piece of information makes sense to you, connected to this loved one, you can put a blue heart in the chat because I want to make sure I'm with the right person. And thank you. Okay. Thank you, friends. Okay. And who was right next to you, Jolene? Let me hold tight, my friends. Thank you. Thank you for my friends. It's okay. Perfect. And I'm okay and it's okay. I was okay because I did add that dilly dally. Just go ahead and if this extra piece of evidence and everything makes sense to you, you can put a heart. So I did ask that. Sorry. And that was me, but thank you, dilly dally. I appreciate you guys. Let's see. So who was by your name when that was like bumping at me? Okay. Thanks, guys. Okay. Are you up there? And that was one, and I was like, and I didn't see it up there. Okay. All right. Thanks, friends. This is so funny how we usually, it's like I ask them, I'm like, flump the name at me. Like, so what I ask for is your name to stand out, an image to stand out. Like, pull me in, pull me into the names. And it's amazing how spirit can do that. All right, which one? All right, Angela Manzet. Angela with the M. So, okay, there. My head just got a little warm to it. It's okay. Oh, it's okay, Jenny. Angela with an M. Tell me how this resonates with you. Because I got a little, you guys, I got a little tap in my head right here. Yes. Okay. Because that's a neat part. Like I'm like, give me the sign, right? But I'm waiting for the flaunt. But I got this. Your husband's here and taking it as well. Okay. Thanks, Tenacious Tulip. All right. I appreciate that. Angela, tell me how this is resonating with you. And I got you guys. Thank you, everyone, for holding tight. Just the details that were shared. Bring it back into the chat. So thanks, yeah. And following the mods for a second, my friends. Okay. Okay. Do you understand the connection to, I don't know, gosh, you even try to remember all the details, but to the steel, either the Costa Rica that he brought in, or sounds like Costa Rica. And, and wait, you said my papa. Yeah. Because he was saying that, right? Like he was reaching out to you. Papa, can you hear me? That makes sense because that's what he said, right? Like, Papa, can you hear me? Got it. That makes sense to me right here. Okay. And then do you understand the connection to the Costa Rica? And then and there's something like steel mill or factory work or something connected to him as well, or the coast or Costa Rica. I'm getting hot, you guys. So this is really good. And his wife is in spirit with blonde hair as well. Yeah. Okay. See, yeah, I'm getting warm, and I get what I do. I check the underneath the shirt. I'm like, And if the shirt comes off, do I have something on that matches? Yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you. It's okay, but thank you. And nobody has to get mad. It's okay. Yeah. There's a name like Deb, right? And there was a D name and an S name. If you would understand that as well. But yeah, thanks, friends. Just holding comments for 1 second. My mom got pregnant with me in Costa Rica. He was a long haul driver for an oil mill. Wow. Okay. See, this is how spirit is cool. Spirit is so cool. And I'm so sorry for your loss. But wow, truly, like you're both of your parents. But for that, oh, I wish you could see that. Can you guys see that? Literally the touch. Okay, the touch on my arm right now, I cannot. It was right here. Oh, I wish you guys could. This is the only problem though with this camera is it's not as good. But like touched on my arm and all the hairs on my arm just stood up. How smart are your loved ones? So do you deal with, would you understand? Um, okay, hold on. The anxiety, Dub is his wife's middle name, and my uncle, his name, his son is Steve. Okay, look, they're touching on my arms. Do you understand the anxiety? Oh, wait a minute. Unless the AN is Angela. If it's not, okay, I'm curious. Do you understand the connection to anxiety? Unless they were literally trying to get me to the initials of your name and Angela, which would be, but it felt like I was getting anxious and excitable. So I have acute anxiety. Okay. Okay. Oh, and my back is burning right now. Okay. All right. Let me keep building this. And I am so amazed how spirit gives such specific details to you. I love how spirit works. And again, I have no idea whoever's going to be in the chat, who's in the room, or what details are going to bring through. It's incredible. Oh, it's so interesting what you said about morphine, because I didn't even think about the fact that I'm itching. And morphine is one of those things that make you itch. So anyway, I want to acknowledge it so that the itching goes away. But let me see what else. Do you understand about a bird? Okay, because I swear birds are every fifth reading for people, but let me qualify. This feels like an exotic bird or a different bird or a bird. This doesn't just feel like for me, this is presenting almost like a parrot or something, or a vibrant colored bird or something. I'm seeing like a colorful bird in front of me. Would you understand the connection or the correlation to this? Because I say I'll share everything spirit shares, but anyone who watches my lives knows I really like things that when it to be what so yeah when they end up being like things that I swear every fifth reading something brings up, it almost feels like I understand how folks can be skeptical of this stuff, but I will always share what they share. I just like to go grumpily sharing things that I feel like, what are you gonna mention apple pie now and a grandma? Okay, not that I can think of. Okay, perfect. I want to talk about, so I see a red bird in front of my eyes right now. And this is what's neat is, did he ever wear the shirts that had like the bird print on it? Because he's bringing me somewhere. Was he known to wear shirts with, sorry, I'm not picking my nose. It just makes my nose itch. Was he ever known to wear like shirts with like either birds or colorful caricatures or things on it right now? And then it would be to me, because I'm trying to understand what we're showing me. Do you know of a picture or see something like that? Oh, and I'm getting a little flump I'm getting a flump in my lower body, like there's something here. So I love it. I love how spirit works. Do you understand wearing a shirt that is either has birds on it, has what are those called? Nobody answered that one, but like a tropical patterned shirt or something like that. No, sorry. Okay, so do me a favor. That's no problem. Let's set aside there's some connection to the birds and there's something, and I'm seeing something about a shirt with a bunch of patterns. And I'm okay if you can't take it, but I want to know. I'm going to ask Spirit and be like, show me what you're showing me. Because I love it. Because if it's something that comes up later and it's a aha, I'll take it. But all right, Spirit, either circle back to something new or add on to this. Give me something new to circle back or move on from this. Okay, you're showing me something about gold too. Oh, there's something about gold. Do you see something about gold as well? Would you understand something, Angela, about gold? I just heard it's either the color gold or gold and something about connection to gold. There's something in this. Oh, you guys, it's like opening Pandora's box and trying to understand the parts and the pieces as they bring it through. It was literally like gold. Gold. Do you understand what he's saying with this? Yes, he had a lot of gold jewelry and brought tons for my Nana. Okay. Okay. See how it's like, give me something that frames the unknown with the known so that now gives you that little Easter egg, Angela, that you can now be like, okay, is there a picture with a bird and a active shirt? Is there something where he's wearing like either a colorful shirt and has either birds on it or there's a bird in the picture or there's something about a red bird. And so just kind of keep those aside, but have them I don't want anyone to ever spin or get manic or make something fit or try to look for something that isn't there, but you keep it with you because then the aha of the moment, or if it comes out later, it's the coolest thing ever to find things out later, or if a loved one understands the connection. I just love how spirit works. So I hope that makes sense with you guys. Thank you, friends, for holding space. You guys are doing great and listening to the mods. Shut the front door. Okay, see, I love this. Wait. He took pictures of nature and especially birds and animals. Okay, love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, right? And understand too, you guys, as a sitter too, it's totally like it's a lot of random information coming at you. There's a lot of me going on right here. I talk with my hands because it helps me move the energy. There's a lot of details you're trying to recall and feeling your loved one around and trying to. So kudos to you for understanding how to be great sitters and being patient with yourselves too, and being able to pull those details. So I just want to let you all know it's a three-way conversation, and we're all working together to do this. So teamwork and thank you, wonderful. I completely spaced, but he was an amazing photographer. Oh, is that why he kept saying photos? So he talked about the photo with her, and then right how he went back to that. Okay. Wow. And it's all right. Like, if someone were to put me on the spot about the loved ones that I swear I know so well right now, I would not be the best sitter. I just want you guys know I would be a horrible. I know I know how to validate, but I'd be like, can I get back to you on that? But spirits knows. They're so cool. Okay. Let me see if there's anything else he wants to bring through. I mean, he's brought through clearly so much, but I just want to see if there's anything else in hold space. And thank you, everybody who's holding space in the chat, listening, learning, sending love, inviting your loved ones in. Okay, he just went back to the whole again. Are you talking to him or wondering if he can hear you? Because again, it went back. I'm like, what's your message? I say sometimes the message is just that they're around you. And I don't try to make a message when there isn't one. Sometimes the message is truly the healing. But is that something you have said to him or asked him? Like, are you around? Like the whole Papa, can you hear me kind of thing? You understand why he's saying that back. And now can you validate that song if you know that song? Angela, and if not, we'll Google it. You guys, we'll all look it up later. Googleable after, yes, but not prior. But do you understand that? So either you're asking him that, you're talking to him, that's a question, or that song is correlated. Can you hear me? Oh yeah, okay, that is it. That's right. It's okay. Sorry. Um, I can thank you for Angela. Thanks, friends. Thanks, Teresa and Carrie. Kara. It's okay. We don't have to mute mods. It's okay. But it's okay since I put it out there. But so do you understand either that or to the movie? Yes, I've heard from other loved ones, but not him or her. I don't know the song. It's Mar and Dana's episode name. LOL. Okay. Oh, you're right. You're right. That is his episode. Oh, it is Matt's and Dana's episode. I totally forgot about that too. But you're right. It's the Yeti movie. Okay. So you've been wondering why he hasn't come through. And like, this is his way of saying, again, divine timing. Twin Flame podcast. Okay. I thank you guys. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, I feel like that's it. Like that now you understand his message is again, this is the coolest way ever that spirit lets you know that they're around and they connect, but trusting in divine timing. And that's why for me, being a spirit-led medium is one of my favorite things in the world. I have to completely trust letting your loved ones come in and them taking the lead and them proving without a shadow of a doubt that they're around. And there's no way I could know that, anything about them because I asked you nothing. And again, if a medium asks for some basics, as long as they're not asking you to overfeed them, that's fine. But for me, this is my jam. I love to just let the loved ones do all the heavy lifting and I just get to hold space for them. So Angela, I hope this brings you some healing and comfort and lifts you up and makes you just feel that wow, because spirit is so wow. Barbara, okay, Streisand and yeah, oh, Yeti, yeah. Okay, yeah. Papa, can you hear me? Okay, there we go. That's so cool. I need to, you're right. Now I can hear it, Miss J. Now I see it. Thank you. I was wondering where the reference was. So the chat is open back up now. We have 109 friends hanging out here. Everybody take a breath with me. We can all relax. I have to reset in between readings. Okay, I sing Papa, Can You Hear Me every single night to him and talk to him. And a red cardinal was following me this last week. And they're rare in Phoenix. Everything else resonates. Shirt, coast. Oh, Savannah, that's a wild. So totally like a postcard for you. I freaking love that. That reminds me of the movie Frozen. Do you want to? But I know that's why I keep singing it though, Haley. Fair enough. That's me. Like I'm totally singing it like that tune, right? Singing was our thing. He taught me to sing. Oh, Savannah. See, I love that. I love how cool spirits are. They're so intelligent, Savannah. I love how spirits work. Like they're like, I'm going to have you here and I'm going to have you listening in. I love this. Sorry, I typed my question and didn't mean to hit enter. No disrespect. Sorry. Oh, no, not at all. I didn't see your question. I've never had such a crazy postcard. Wow. You guys, that is amazing. I love you guys so much. I love how spirit works. I didn't see your question, so it's okay. Oh, and it got deleted. Okay, yeah, no worries. Wonderful. I love you guys. I would love to see you do one of those brain activities where you in this connect state. Yeah, that would be kind of. I would love to. I would love to see because I feel it, and what I'd love to see if you guys, if yeah, that'd be really neat. Like if they put the sensors on, can would the sensors pick up on what I'm physically feeling? Like could they put and could I be in a meditative enough state to um not let it bother me, right? Because I am so like sensory overloaded and get overstimulated. Like would those sensors being on me like make my skin crawl and make it feel uncomfortable? Or would it be something that they could do where they could, or and if they could put those on and you guys could see like when I get this sensation coming across the chest, would it pick up on it? Like, how cool would that be? New product review, right? I have no doubt they would light up. It would be, I would think that would be like, sorry, I get the burps from, sometimes the burps are to clear energy too. And sometimes it's connecting energy and sometimes it's clearing that spent up energy. And that's also what moving does for me as well, just kind of moving around. But it would be like the coolest thing ever. And I find it interesting correlation that I have a neurological disorder and like is spirit taking advantage of that in a good way, like hey, we can use that. Like I think that's the coolest thing. It was like they're like, hey, you're super sensitive to like literally temperature, unfortunately, to my downfall. And it's just over like my nervous system works way too much, way too hard, and it's literally can be in fight and flight. Like it's just so, and I wonder like if that's why I feel it so much so. Like there's some folks they get the flumps, but they get it lightly, right? They get a touch on the arm. But to me, it's like it's amplified. I don't know any other way to say it. And I remember when I first started reading, going back into reading, I should say, I had a mentor mention to me, like, you don't have to be so animated. And it's okay. It was constructive criticism. I was willing to listen, right? I was learning and growing. And like, it's not like you want to make sure you're not being too theatrical because people aren't gonna like, they're gonna think it's more of show than a go. And I realized that makes sense because some people may think they have to be so animated, and that's what a reading is. But it was so funny because after again, something you have to unlearn or we listen, we consider it, we let it go if it doesn't resonate with us. I feel it like a thwomp. And I'm like, yeah, no, I would literally be like, ah, and it's so funny when I decide to unmask and be like, no, however I feel it, whatever it's like, I trust it. And as long as I give the disclaimer that this is obviously just how I work with spirit. And I think it's because of the neurological challenge that I have that I feel it so much more so that's why it comes out that way. And as long as the evidence is there to back up the feelings that it's cool and it's just neat, which I really like it. Oh, exit and come back. It's glitching. Oh, is it lagging? That's true, right? Yeah, yeah. Is it still lagging, Miss J? Oh, is it's lagging for someone else, and so we're saying come back in. Okay, you guys, I see what you're saying. You're letting the loved one know in the chat. Go back out and come back in. Okay. Have you ever tried remote viewing, or anyone here? Yes, we do that all the time, Miss Lisa Lee Lynn. We actually do that regularly as some of the intuitive exercises we do together. So, really quick plug, if you're not already following this channel, The Huggable Healer on YouTube, please make sure you're following. That's one of the coolest ways to be able to see these demonstrations. We also do intuition development, and they're currently in the videos. There's some intuition development exercises that we do, and one of them is remote viewing, and I have a blast with remote viewing. I really enjoy that. With permission of somebody, you can go into a room, and sometimes even during a reading, a loved one wants to validate they're near you, and so they'll take me into remote viewing moment where I will see what's around you. And again, they take the lead, so they have to be willing to show that, but to validate that they're with you. And it's one of the great ways they bring evidence as well. So it's really neat. Do you have you? Okay, Miss J, we love you. No cards yet. Oh, right. Is it 5 o'clock somewhere? It is. The mailman should hopefully be here soon. And you guys say thank you to Miss J. Thank you, Miss J, so much for running the mod question. Running the mod. Sorry, if I get other love and start to come through, my words drop, and then we move into a reading. So the way it works for me is I spend time resetting, rebuilding up, and then I start to feel love one come closer. I'll walk away and reset. I try to figure out how to ask a question without giving info away. Yeah, thank you. You should have to give a disclaimer for being yourself. Aw. Next name, Hannah Animated Healer. Right. But it's neat. I understand teachers do their best to instruct and be constructive. So I took it as constructive. And then I just realized that for me, that's all it was. I had to let it go, but it was interesting. So all right, my friends, let me I'll grab the stairs. I'll reset. I never know if I'm gonna do 1, 2, or 3 readings. I try to get at least 3 readings in. That's always like, but I never know. Like if one reading is really long, it's the same amount of energy, 1 reading or 3, right? I mean, okay, I'm getting a loved one. I can't do this. I gotta walk away and bring the message through. I never know. I just set intentions and I surrender, but I got another loved one coming through. I'll grab the stairs and I'll be right back. This is your chance too, then if you when to stop and starts on the video on the live as well. If you just jumped in the live, you can always scroll back and rewatch this even after the live is over. But if you want to stay tight in case this is your loved one, again, you're just setting intentions, inviting your loved ones in to step closer to me to share evidence and details that let you know that it's them coming through. And you open invitation, but you don't have expectations. Okay, friends? So I will step out and I'll step back in. I don't know if it'll be 1 more reading or if it's going to be 2 more, but we'll see. I just trust Spirit. But I can definitely feel. So love you. Please. Okay. All right, here we go. Thank you, friends. And a reset. Hi, I love you. Welcome in. Maybe we're just sitting, honey. Okay. Let's grab on my pup. You can go in or out, honey, but I'm gonna do one more and be small, honey. We're gonna do this. Come on, Bella. Come on. Go sit down. Come. Lay down. Go see Papa. Brother. Go see family. Come on, yeah. Okay, hold on. Go lay down, mamas. Good girl. Mama love it. Go on. Go lay down. Sorry. Otherwise, maybe that breath will sneak out. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna put. Okay. She's the most persistent little buggy. She's like, no, I'm staying. I'm telling you, she loves being around spirits. So look, she loves mom, and she loves your loved ones. It's because it's such a healing room. Again, mediumship is about being part of your healing journey, guys. So I hit buttons. It's a healing. Like this is what it's so. Why wouldn't, right? And animals want to feel calm and connected. It's really cool. Okay, I know I just bumped everything up to try to show you Rebel Bubble. She went right back to her little sitting spot. And I just knocked over the mic. Okay, so I have a spirit with me and I want to talk. I want to see, at this point, it's just yellow hearts if it resonates, because I'm not understanding if this is until they give me a sign, if they're a male or female who are with me. But they're mentioning a name. Okay, let me close that door. So energetically, sometimes they're like, boom, this is a relationship, and boom, this is who I am. This is what I look like. And other times, they're bringing me to you. So I'm so curious. I want to talk about an E name or an A name, and I'm curious if it's someone in the chat here that has an E, or if you have an E or A name in your name, like, or unless this is in reference to someone in spirit. It's like Elise or Elise, E, A. We're bringing me somewhere, an E or an A. Let me see. Bro. Alicia? Oh, interesting. All right, let's lean into this. I'm curious. I'd rather you be like, yes, no, or I don't know. Alicia, I'm going to have that. Okay. Hang tight for me really quick. For Emily. Okay. Alicia, let me try something. Let's try this. Alicia is the only one who's going to be commenting right now. Let's give this a try. Alicia, Rise. I don't know if you want your name on the tube that is you that loud. So I'll just say Alicia. So Alicia, everybody's going to hold tight for Alicia. Let's try this. Let's lean into this. I'm so curious. I would rather lean in with curiosity, wonder, discernment, and have to back away than not follow. Because I love how spirit will just work with us. Yes, no, or I don't know. Yes, at least this is what you want. And as we're building the rapport of loved ones coming through, let's see. Let me see if they're getting my attention. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Alicia, do you understand a male in spirit coming through right now? Okay, wait a minute. You just switched that on me. Are you in the front of my face or the back of my head again? Are we going back to the back of the head? Or are you on the front? Hold on. A male in spirit. Hold on a second. That's so weird. It's like it came across the front of my head, you guys, and then immediately went to the back. Unless we're trying to say two spirits, but an older relative is going to try to. This is for me to be like, hey, one at a time. Who's the stronger one? Please step forward. I love you and appreciate you, but I can't do. Okay. Okay, we're going back. Okay. My whole screen just froze. Okay, great. So, oh, God, now I got it. Alicia, do you understand a male in spirit stepping forward? It went to the front of my face and gently touched me. So somebody you would know, like husband, or someone over you. It could be like someone above you, like right here. This is usually a spouse, but then immediately the back of my head started vibrating, which would then be, again, if we go back in the head, we're in like the grandfather mode. So unless they're trying to say they're both together and the grandfather's going to step forward. And then I just saw a credit card in front of me. So did she stay in the room, you guys? And is that why the forehead went away? Is that why it tapped and then bounced out? I could totally understand that. Oh, you're here. Okay. I was like, what are we doing? Made me wonder. Oh, and there's something going on in my ear right now, like an earache. Earache. Okay. I was like, ah, sweet. Okay. Alicia, do you understand a male figure? And now my ear is aching. Like I feel like I have an earache or something going on with the ear. And there's a grandfather, I feel like, who's the one who's stepping forward, the stronger, but I still had a male um, go across my forehead. So I'm trying to understand what that would be and who that was. But I feel like that was so quick. Do you understand a connection to, thank you. Alicia, she says, I understand. And that's right. Do you understand a connection to a credit card? Why? What would be the connection or correlation? Why this loved one would be showing me either money, finances, or a credit card? It's going to seem like the back of a credit card in front of me. Is there something about money or finances or a connection to them that that could be either their role as the provider or why they'd be showing that to me? Yes, I understand. Okay, thank you. I feel like I'm talking about like, okay, this does feel financial. Okay. Let me stand up and keep leaning into this. Thank you everybody for hanging tight. Let me lean into it. This is what you're saying. Okay, would you understand the male who's stepping forward with me wearing hats? It's either like, and this feels like I'm wearing a hat to keep like the sun off of my head. These is what I'm seeing. This doesn't feel like work hats. This feels like for leisure. For this, oh, let me switch to one of my songs. To like a leisure hat. Would you understand that? And it's like to me, I see the hat with like, what do you call that? A band around it. And it's like a leisure hat and it has like a band around it. And this is what I'm being shown. Would you understand that connection to the male coming through? To me, it makes me think of like if I'm like in Florida and you're going to wear a hat to keep the sun off of your head, you're somewhere, but you still want to look stylish in this hat. Do you understand the connection to me seeing a hat like this in connection to the male stepping forward? Hi, friends. Go ahead and hide 1 second for me. I feel like I want to talk about being like someone of leisure. Like I feel like I feel like this is what I'm trying to say something like feeling comfortable in my finances. I feel like that's the way I feel. I feel financially like that's what I'm feeling like. Would you understand that connection? You're vibrating my head to this. And I think my wealth defines me a bit. I feel like my money has something it's okay. It's all right not to do. I feel like my wealth has to do with my security, feeling comfortable in who I am. My money has to do with part of a definition of self. Would you understand that, Alicia? Alicia, I'm about to say, I'm sorry. I'm so good at botching you guys. Really, Hannah, can't you read? Oh, I had to leave and come back. Okay, no worries. Is it done lagging? Sorry, friends, we're having a little bit of a lag. Do you understand? It wouldn't let me type. Oh, I gotta love. But see, here's the thing too. Loved ones are pretty. Um, Trying to work with electronics and spirits can be so tricky because their energy does manipulate electronics. So it's a trip. But do you understand? I don't know what you heard, but I don't know what part you heard about the male that I feel like I was shown. Um, okay, I'm good now. Okay, so what I saw was a hat in front of my head that you would wear. Do you understand the male that I'm feeling around me right now, or male connected to you, where I'm wearing a hat that I would wear that is to keep the sun off my head, and it has like a band around it uh, on the hat, and it's stylish. So I feel like I'm wearing a hat to keep the sun off my head, but it's also so that I look handsome wearing it. Do you understand a connection to wearing a hat? And I feel like again, it's It's a sun hat more of anything. Like but also to look good. It could be also to hide a bald head, right? Sometimes we like to hide our head. Go on, Boom. And then I did also want to talk about, he said, like, for him, money has a lot to do with the definition of him, of who he is, like his self worth feels like it's very connected to the money. Would you understand who that is? Yes, I think this is the back of my head vibrating. So do you understand that? No, not really, but I do if you're with my grandparent. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. Because that's where I feel. That's what. Thank you. Because I said it's vibrating in the back of my head. But it's funny. The mail that came through lightly here, and then this is the back of my head. Is the one who's bringing this through about the credit card. Um, is there a connection? Yes. Okay. You get that. Okay. Thank you so much. Sorry, guys. I have to get it. It just helps me recenter as well. So just so. Do you either is there a connection? Let me understand this. Is there a connection to going south? Like I feel like I'm being in the heat, being warm, either liking to go on, either be living somewhere. Sorry, I'm gonna burp. Moving the energy through. Is there something connected to like the Florida or Florida Keys or pardon me? I really am sorry. I could probably cover my mic next time, but you're moving the energy through. Either traveling to places that are hot and warm and or specifically to Florida or liking to be in the heat and the warm. I don't know, it could be in Arizona. I don't know where we are, but I feel like there's some connection to that. Would you understand that connection with them and with him? I'm being brought to like liking the heat, liking the warm, liking I didn't see like I feel like it's like that's what I feel like. I feel like I want to be able to wear shorts. I want to be able to wear shorts. I want to wear this is what I see or wanting to or getting to, but this is a connection. Do you understand that? I mean, all the way down to like I feel like I even have like the leisure shoes on. It's interesting, like how they'll try to like show me a wardrobe to try to get me to feel it. Yes, I went to Florida. I'm not sure he was my great grandpa. Okay. But could they be bringing okay, I love this. This is what I love. I love you guys. I love your loved ones. When you're like, I know what they're talking about because I won't know, right? I know what they're talking about because if I don't know them that well and they're stepping forward, then they bring something that's going on currently in my life or something that currently happened around me. I love that they will do that to validate that they're with you. You understand the connection because to me, I'm just seeing it. I'm like, what are we in Florida? What are we doing? Right. But you understand that. How cool are our loved ones? Okay. I love it. Do you understand a male who would have a C name who would also be around, connected to you, who would be trying to step forward, whose name sounds like a C or is a C? Is this the male that kind of like went by in my mind's eye right now? There'd either be and that's either the first name or last name. Or it sound like a C, right? Are you a C or you sound like a C? Is it like a C or CH or middle name is C? Okay, thank you. Who's is this the male with the I feel like who has the larger forehead? Do you understand a connection with a larger forehead with him? Kind of like mine. Could write a whole book on here. And this could be because of a receding hairline, or this could just be a larger forehead. But do you understand that? You guys, like I'm seeing a man with a large like forehead. Like that's how he wants to stand up to me. It's almost like a Louis Dreyfus. Is that how you guys say his name? Like Louis Dreyfus. But yet I feel like the hair is maybe lighter in color, like in the light reddish browns, just colors. Yes, I do. Okay. Is that the male that kind of came across my forehead for a second there and then went away? And I want to talk about him not being that tall in stature as well. Like I feel like I don't know if he has like a when I want to say not as tall a stature that he's under 6 feet. Would you understand that connection to him as well coming in? I want to say his build is not is his build to me is not super skinny and and not like really thin, but like a thicker man. But I wouldn't necessarily. I would say if he was overweight, it was only like either slightly overweight or just like maybe had a little more weight on him. But where your clothes can be like a little tight, but because I feel like the figure of him is a little bit of a has some rounding to it, but it's not like so there's a little bit of rounding that's happened. Would you understand that? No. Okay. No, he was with the great and he's with the great. Okay. And he was 6 feet, but he has a medium build. Okay. Thank you. All right. Let me see. That's so cool. I love your loved ones. So he wasn't the guy who went across the forehead. So you know who he is, though. Okay. What that was? What was the drive by? Unless they were just trying to. Again, I could misread a signal that went by. But okay, but yeah, I love it. You know who it is. And again, then validating. And again, when loved ones will come through, right? And then they validate that they're together, which is amazing. Let me see what else they bring through. Thank you, friends, for hanging tight and holding space. Let's see what else they want to bring through. If there's anything else, I'm always willing to hold space. Oh, this is so funny, you guys. You know what's happening right now? And I don't know if, again, you'll be able to relate or understand this, but some folks, when it could be trying to express impatientness. Would you understand? Like there's a jingling, I'm putting my hand in my pocket and I'm jingling coins and jingling keys, whatever's in my pocket. And like when the person's talking to you, there's can be this like there's a fidgeting of things in a pocket and kind of rolling them around. I don't know if you have a memory of it. Oh wow, I felt that. Boy, I felt that one. Spider webs. Of putting hands in the pocket and kind of going like this. Some people do that as a nervous habit, and if that's either a memory or you would understand that about the personality, why they would be showing me that, because that's what's happening right now. Obviously, I don't have any. And it's funny because the pants I'm seeing are like slacks, though, too, like where you can actually really get your hand in there and kind of wiggle it around. So interesting. The lighter red hair would be my other relative. Wow. Yes, I have his coins from all over. He did travel a lot. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I love that. No, the lighter red hair would be my other relative. Wow. Okay. It's like, okay, I love that. But yes, I have his coins. Okay, so you understand him bringing that to my attention. I love it. Like the way that they'll like try to get my awareness to something because I can hear them in my head. So great job. Thank you for that. Let me see what else he wants to bring through. Okay. All right. Do you know who had to have the open heart? Do you have someone around you? Do you understand the connection to an open heart surgery? I know we talked about the other reading and it was like, sorry, this felt like an accident. But it was just said in my ear right now, and I'm like, wait a minute, but that came up when we were, but it was just like talking about an open heart surgery. Do you understand a connection to either someone around you or who's in spirit who had to have an open heart surgery? And it was just said to me. It's not even like being shown to me. It's just like, is this something happening around you or to one of your loved ones coming through? Okay. I wondered because it felt in front of me, not connected, right? Because if from them, I'll get like the sensation. This felt like it was in front of me. And he had a pacemaker as well. Okay. Yeah, no, this is the open heart surgery. Well, okay. But wow. And again, where they make the correlation so that you know that they're around you when you've had to go through that. Wow. Go spirit. And I hope you're doing well. But again, it's those key evidence and details that they'll bring about them forward. And it's interesting how they're bringing up about you because that makes sense. Like you said, if they're distance family, sometimes it's like they'll bring up things around you again just to validate that they're around you. Okay. So if there's anything else they want to bring through, I want to also be mindful of our time, you guys. So I think that I don't think I'm going to be bringing. I just want to, so I never put a teaser out there. I am watching the time, you guys, and I do want to make sure that this lives never goes 2-3 hours in. So, and I have to watch because of family time. So I don't think I'll be bringing in any other spirits after this. So I just want friends to know that in the room right now, if you were holding on and waiting, and you're like, okay, I'm booping out. I just wanted to give you guys that option too, to let you know I love you and appreciate you. But um, I'm just being mindful and cognizant of the time too. Okay, this is interesting. And let me see. Do you did you have you recently, or is this your favorite? Do you understand any correlation to peach, either the color, the name, or a peach around you, or something about peach? Could be a nickname. I know sometimes people call people nicknames of peach, but do you understand peach? Heard peach, then I'm seeing a peach in front of me. I don't even know if you have one around you, or if they're just saying peach to me. Because peach could be a color. I mean, but that's just, you have to validate what that is. There's something about this. I'm doing well, thank you. Okay, good. I'm so glad. Oh, you were? I was a preemie, 1 pound. Yes, heart surgery. Oh, at 3 days old. Okay. Oh, no way. Okay, so yeah, my wedding was peach colored and I love peaches. Okay, and cottage cheese, LOL. Okay, where they're like, that's a very specific, again, about you that they're bringing through because, again, so that you know they're around you. Oh. And I want to talk, by the way, about how it's funny. Like to me, I feel like what I'm being expressed is how beautiful you are. And it's funny because it was like, oh, I can't really see your picture that well, but I do want to talk to you about that, like a beauty for you. I do feel like it's an inner as well as outer beauty, but I do want like you take care of yourself in the way that you look. And I funny because people in the watch won't know, but you do have a very, very small picture of yourself. But I do feel like that's also because I'm being brought to like, it's funny because they're like, well, and her complexion, I don't know if you have like really good skin or something. I can't tell that from your picture, but you take good care of your skin or, wear makeup and make yourself, you know, really pretty or just understand that that's something that I want to say to you. Because like she's got good skin, Hannah. Or if that's something you were known for, took care of, like I just want to let you know that's what I'm being brought to. But beautiful inside and out. It actually feels like I want to say lovely. I'm like, there's this loveliness about you. And so I think that's so sweet that they're wanting to like express that and how your loved ones see you and how they're reading you and what they're bringing forward to me. If there's anything else he wants to bring through. Okay, what is it about? Do you understand a connection to a taxi? I mean, I haven't seen a taxi cab in like ages. So do you understand something about a taxi cab or why I would be shown a taxi cab? I'm seeing a yellow and black back in the day taxi cab. I mean, there's a TV show Taxi, but I don't know. Would you understand a connection to that? Oh, thank you. Well, I love your loved ones. I love the messages they give. Do you understand what they're saying about it? And is it because then where they bring in a fact to validate something about your beauty and they're like, and then we're going to give you an evidence to bring it back to this? I don't know if you understand the connection or correlation. It's like the back in the day taxi cab, the yellow and the with the black checkering is what I'm seeing. So interesting. Oh, my nose. Oh, I get the spirit nose. Woo! Give me the, oh, and then the ears. You guys, like my ears itch. It's just this physical response to loved ones. It's a trip. Maybe my ankles, everything. Oof. There's something here. There's something in this. Okay. So then I want you to take this as your Easter egg and hold on to that. If it could be the aha, because immediately started getting the itchies attached to this. And I don't want to overinterpret for you. Like I could go into what if I see a taxi cab, this is what I think. I want you to just take it because I just see taxi cab, the yellow and the black, the old fashioned day ones. The only thing I thought was like, is it the TV show Taxi? What are you showing me? Um, but I'm seeing an old-fashioned taxi. So please make sure you take that, connect it to either family or yourself or whatever that would be. There's something in there, which is so cool. Let me see if there's anything else they want to bring through, either to frame that or bring something else through that validates, or if that's all that I'm getting, because I just want to see. Yeah, I know what I'm seeing. I know, yeah, but it's okay. Because literally there's keys in front of me right now. So yeah, it's cool. Do you something to deep dive? I know that you don't know your um I used to drive him around. Maybe that's what he's saying. Okay. Did you have to taxi him around? Because then he showed me the keys. Okay. Okay. Is that because he's showing me the keys. That I definitely see. But I'm like, then just say, but I guess they would have to say taxi to understand that. But like, just show me driving around like Miss Daisy. But I just gotta take the messages the way they give them. But then you understand that connection with him then. Okay, let me see if there's anything else he wants to bring. But yeah, he was literally jingling keys at me like we're going somewhere. So I will take that as what we're trying to bring me to with that. And let's see what else. So was going to yes, he taught me how to drive. Okay. Because I was like, we're going somewhere right now. Okay, you totally get that. Boom, I love spirit. Okay, great job. He's taking me somewhere. I'm trying to figure out where we're headed. What was one of the highlights with him like going to the market? Or was that something that you guys either did frequently or did together? Or is that something, would you understand the connection to why I was like, where are you taking me? And then I was like, I see an M in front of me. And I'm like, are we going to the market? Is that what you're saying? Like, okay, there's tingling going on right here. Unless he's following you. Do you understand about this? It's right there. See, I wish I could put that cap thing on and you guys could see like the little, like the feeling and the sensation. Such a trip. Was that either a highlight or something, or a connection to going together? Like, it's important to say that. Oh, he always took me shopping. Okay. I was like, what are we doing? It's like, okay. I love it. And because they want to talk about, like, they bring that stuff up because it's a fun memory. It's a fun memory for you. It's fun for them to be able to say, hey, this is a memory we can share together. And I love that. I love it. I love it. All right. Once I'm seeing this, I'm going to say, I'm curious if I'm seeing this right. Do you know if he had to have a cap put on his tooth or a crown on his tooth? And it would be like, it's either, did he have a cap or a crown that you know of? And it would be on, I feel like it would be like right in here. It could be on either side. That's interesting because that is just the most random thing to be shown right now. Yes, he did. Okay. I'm like, why are we showing me that? But again, I guess so to validate who he is to you and what the connection is. And again, it's just okay. Wow. Okay, because it feels like I'm laughing when I say that. So there's like this laugh about this. Like I'm laughing, and I don't know if it's just like he's laughing about for some reason. Either that yay you get it or got it, or that he's just laughing, or was either known for laughing, or he's laughing about me saying that for some reason. Could be just to express his personality, or it's like, will she say anything I tell her? Yeah, I would. So I don't know if he's messing with me or if he's just being a good sport, but I love it. I feel like he's trying to bring music through to me, right? I feel like a song is trying to, because I was asking, what's your message? Do you have a message for me? So I feel like I'm hearing music. So let me see if I'm hearing any particular, who sings that song? I know, Ruby, it's okay. I feel like I'm hearing a song. Let me see. I know. I feel the head vibrating, but don't. I would. I would have never. I never would have be good at trivia when it comes to music. Sorry, this is all on me. I'm gonna try something really quick. Let me see who's. Hold on. This is only me to try to see if this is the song I'm hearing, and I'll link to it. I'm not just because I want to get this artist's name. Hold on a minute. Oh, my heart is. All right. I love that. Sometimes I've literally pulled up people who look like their loved ones. So this is either them looking like this person or the song or the artist, but I'll see it here. Let me show you this. Do you understand a connection to Neil Diamond? I knew I just couldn't remember his name. Do you understand a connection with this loved one looking like, liking, or having a to Neil Diamond? I feel like we're bringing up something about Neil Diamond either as the artist or similar in look or the music. To me, it's like the older version of him as I look at it, like in the older years. But would you understand what the connection is? The song that's pulled up when I pulled it up is "Sweet Caroline" is the song that they're bringing up to me when I But I don't know if that's a correlation or if it said it looks like it. Yes, he did. Oh my gosh! Seriously, how cool are they? They're your loved ones. No way. I mean, I believe you, but wow. Yes, he did. Yes, I do. Wow. Okay. And like I can't get the image to hold still to be like, and like make the camera. You guys can see. That's the image that is coming through right there. I mean, I guess we've got the same forehead. Wow. Well, I feel like that's what I'm supposed to bring through for you. I feel the energy kind of pulling back. And so as a medium, it's like I can keep leaning in and try to extract, but that doesn't do anyone any good. It's like, okay, if a loved one steps away, we've got to know when to pull back. Yes, his hair was the same. Really? Okay. That's so cool. Like, and again, and I can feel it pulling back, like you did it, kid. That's what I feel like he's with me. Like, you did it, kid. You got it, kid. And it's perfect because I heard Mr. Hannah wrap up his phone calls, my husband. So that's my chance to have my evening with him. And I just want to say thank you so much. You did such a great job validating. Thank you for letting me go direct with you. I love that. The difference of when a spirit's like, hey, I'm going to give you a bunch of details ahead of time and we're going to learn who it's for. And the other spirit where they go just straight to the name and they're like, and now I'm going to go ahead and bring the details through. As you saw, it's different. Like every reading is different. Some things come in slow trickles, some come in like a wave. It's also as a reader for me, if I'm doing a reading, if the energy is building up with the spirit, I can hold a longer link. And if I'm getting tired, or it's the end of the day, it comes in slower too. So it can be either reason. So, wow, that's the first time he has come through. I'm so humbled. Oh, I love it. I love it. Cassie, that was amazing. So many postcards, even down to the cap on the tooth. Wow, I love spirit. And I love they know who's going to be in the room, who's going to get these messages, and how it's going to land with you. Oh, could you maybe give me some insight on color orbs? I viewed orbs with my own eyes, and they are in color green. I was told this was a soul pet coming to visit. Any opinions or thoughts? I just get a lot of orbs around me, but I wouldn't say that I would be an orb aficionado enough to give an educated even guess, but except for that I know spirits are around and their energy manifests in the most amazing ways. And there's a lot of times on lives that we're here and the orbs are just pew, 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 pewing around. It's the coolest thing ever. Um, oh, wow. I know I was connected. Heather, wow. Okay, that was amazing. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you. You even got a womp when you said, see, wow. Okay. I love that. I love it. Spirit knows, right? Spirit knows when we're all together and when we're connected. That's just incredible. I love spirit. All right, it's 1 hour and 34 minutes, you guys. I love it when you can feel their love, right? Like dilly dally, that's why we're all here. And thanks to my mods for hanging tight and Rebecca and Dilly all the way through. And we let Miss J go and have her night. But thank you, everybody. I'm going to count you out with love. Please make sure you're following this live. Please make sure you're interacting with the content here on the Tube That Is You. And I love, again, coming over here to do the readings. It's just so much less manic. So I really appreciate everybody. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night. Here we go. Oh, I love you guys. Big hugs. And now you get to rewatch it, which is amazing. Go, Spirit, go. So 5, I love you, I love you. 4, I love you, love you. 3, I love you, love you. 2, I love you, love you. 1, I love you, love you. Thank you, guys. Yes, thank you, Spirit. Go. I love it. Thank you, my friends. I love you all. I love it.